Hello, my darlings. Hello. It is Kulipup here, and I am coming at you with another video. Now, this video is all about how to get rid of negative energies and subsequently entities as well. Now, this is a video that was requested by the lovely members of my Facebook group, Frequency 51. If you are not a part of this group and you would like to know more or would like to join, then please click on the link within the description box, if you are watching this on YouTube, of course, and come join us. Let's all evolve together, right? So please, definitely do so. Now, I've already done a video on the subconscious entity program, and some spells and how you can kind of get rid of that little bugger. And that is probably going to be one of the most hardest entities to get rid of, because it is literally generated by your own fear, or by your own negative energy. It's one of those things where you can get rid of it, but if you still have fear or negativity in your heart, in your vessel, you will then in turn summon it and recreate it. So please, if you are having issues with your subconscious entity, then do go watch my videos on the subconscious entity so that you can understand it more and process it more. However, so this is just a general video for just general negative energies and negative entities and how to banish them and get rid of them. So, firstly, how does negative energy, so identification. How do you know that you are around negative energy? Right? How do you know that it is an entity or just negative energies that are actually around you? And that's an easy one. You don't feel good. That is simply it. We are in a matrix, or the game of life. This universe, this existence runs off of duality. Where there is light, there is darkness. Where there is love, there is fear. Where there is hot, there's cold. You know, those kinds of things. So if you are in a place where you don't feel good, then that is negative energy. Simple as that. All right, simple as that. Now, this negative energy can be produced from within you. That's the form of negative energy. So you're walking around just really pissed off all day, or frustrated, or angry, or sad, exercising your apathy. You know, just feeling lethargic and not very good, or heavy and low. Right? Okay, that's how you're going to know negative energy is about you, because otherwise, if you're really happy and you're like, woo, this is cool, and you're just like, everything is awesome and everything, then you can be around negative energies, but they're not going to affect you in the first place. And I'm sorry, I've got the glare from the sun coming through, so I hope it's not going to be too bad. So firstly, identification. So that's number one. Number two, you need to acknowledge, not necessarily acknowledge, but realize that these entities or these energies, negative energy, cannot physically harm you. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong. If you have negative energy in you and it is in the form of a virus, like the flu, yeah, that can harm you. That's a physical kind of thing, but it's not necessarily. We've all had a virus, we've all had a flu. That is more so. You can get rid of those by simply taking care of your body, eating right, giving yourself fluids, resting, and so forth. So this is more so the ethereal negative energies that I'm talking about. So demons, programs, entities, just the unseen negative energy that you know isn't a virus within your vessel. So again, you need to realize that this negative energy cannot physically harm you. This is a mind game that we are playing, my dears. It is a mind game. Your thoughts and your consciousness, that energy, that frequency that is within your consciousness is the most powerful form of energy. Okay? When you believe that this energy can harm you, you are inciting fear within you because you are fearing for your own safety. When you fear for your own safety, you basically give these little buggers all the energy that they need because they feed off of your fear. They feed off of your frustration. They feed off of your anger, your dismay, your despair, your confusion. Sorry. When I say that, I just mean your confusion, your lack of trust in yourself, your lack of belief in yourself, your lack of knowing who you are. Your minds are so very, very open and so easily manipulated when you are running on a frequency of fear. So when you believe, so if you have like a ghost, I'm going to say a ghost, which is really not a spirit, okay? Your spirit is a source fractal. Every source fractal is a fractalized piece of divinity, of love and of light. They will never harm you. Okay? They will never ever harm you. So I'm not talking about a spirit, but I'm talking about a ghost. That creepy thing that's in the corner or in your third eye when you're sleeping, or that creepy feelings that you're getting, those negative feelings, right? You gotta realize it can't harm you, because a lot of people, they get scared and they believe that, they've watched things like The Exorcist or Poltergeist or so forth, and they really believe that these things have enough energy to physically harm you. And don't get me wrong, if you give them that energy by inciting your fear and going, I'm scared of you, you are telling them that they are more powerful than you. Okay, so you are giving them your energy through fear. But if you cut that off and you're just like, I see you, I acknowledge you, you ain't nothing, because it's all about me up in here. Okay, look at them as if you would look at a little spider on the floor. They're creepy. Little spiders are creepy. Sorry, I'm not a spider person. They're creepy and it's like, I don't want to touch you. But I know that I am a full-grown woman. That spider really can't harm me unless I allow it to harm me, right? So same thing. It cannot harm you. I cannot stress this enough. Because again, as soon as you believe it can, you are feeding it with your fear. Okay, I know I just kind of went in on that one a lot, because this is one of the main causes of people not being able to vanquish or banish negative energies, is because they feed it, they give it so much power, right? They literally give it so much power. That's why, when people are like, oh, can you exercise this negative energy, or can you clear it out for me and everything like that? I'm like, sure, let me hunt that sucker down. Because when that energies or those entities or those negative consciousness comes in contact with me, I know I'm powerful. And I can feel its fear of me because I know who I am. I know the power I possess. And I know they are nothing but a little ant under my thumb that I am ready to squish. Their entire existence depends on my will of my own consciousness. Do I let you live? Do I eliminate you? Who knows? Do I do it in a very cruel but creative way? Who knows? And you can feel their fear coming back because they know their life is about to end, or their existence is about to end. So don't give them any ammunition. Okay. What else do you need to do? So I've identified the energy. You're not giving it any fear. 3, tell it off. Tell it. Just tell it. Tell it what's going to happen. All right? Tell it what's going to happen. Now, I could tell you to just simply say, go away. But you may be a little bit slightly sadistic like I am. Because I'll tell you what I've done. When I've come across negative entities that have been harassing my source fractals, that have been causing pain and misery to especially children, that really, really irks me. So when I find one, what I do is I connect to it and I speak to it. And and it knows me. It knows my frequency. It knows my name. It knows everything about me, as many do. And well, anyway, one time there was an entity that was harassing a little girl, and it pissed me off. So what I did was I found its frequency. I connected to it because I put my focus onto it, and I bound it in its place. I didn't just tell it to go away. No, I said, no, you're going to stay right there. You're going to stay right there. And what I did is I told, using my energy and my focus, I told my energy to slowly dissolve it from the feet up so that it could watch as its existence went into nothing slowly. Yeah, creatively cruel is what I've been called when it comes to entities. So that's what I did. I told it, like, this is what's going to happen. For all the pain and suffering that you have caused this little girl, I am going to let you feel the fear and watch yourself as you dissolve into nothingness. Because I wanted that entity to feel all the fear that it had put into that little girl for itself. Yeah, I'm a little sadistic in that sense. Only when it comes to entities. Anything else, I'm totally full of love and light, but entities I can't stand. Now, what you can do is, if you don't want to be nice and sadistic like me, you can simply tell it, be gone. You are not welcome here. And literally, when you don't have fear to feed it, it has no other choice but to go. Okay? If it does not feed off of your fear, in order for it to remain in existence, it needs to go find energy to feed off of. Okay? Because that's the other thing you have to remember, is love energy and light energy is self-producing. It is its own source of energy. It self-generates. When you're happy, all you do is produce more happiness. When you are in love, all you do is produce more love. When you are negative, though, that negativity has to be fed constantly for it to keep going. Otherwise, you will naturally go into a place of love. Where there is a lack of negativity, you will automatically be in love. So that's why these entities constantly want to churn fear, hatred, and so on in your head, so that you are constantly generating this negativity. Right? But if you're not giving it to them, they can't exist. That is literally what it is. They will slowly starve and just fade into nothingness because they have no energy to exist off of. Okay? So please, negative energy, all you gotta do is realize you got all this power and freaking tell it to bugger off. Tell it to bugger off. Now, and that's literally all you're doing. That's literally what you do to get rid of an entity. You don't need to speak any special language. You don't need to do anything. All you need to do is know in your heart and in your mind at that moment that I am way more powerful than this. And I'm going to use my power and I'm just going to tell it to go. What happens if it doesn't go? What happens if it's just like, no, I can't go? It's still there. It's like I said. 1, stop feeding it. If you can't seem to get rid of it, and it's always there, stop feeding it. It is only there because it is feeding off of your negative energy. So when you stop the food source, it will leave. Now, if you're just like, I can't seem to get past this negative energy, though, it's still here. Do some inner work. Ugh, I can spell. Sort of. Do inner work. There is energy, there is negative energy that is being produced from within you that it is feeding off of. So if you do the inner work, and what I mean by inner work is literally going in. If something scares you, you need to go inside yourself, whether that be through meditation or just having a conversation with yourself and just asking yourself, why am I scared of this? Truly, why am I scared? And be honest with yourself. Okay? If you haven't seen my videos on how to begin inner work, then please, I recommend watching those. Because you need to stop the negative thought process going on in your head. Because these negative thoughts produce negative energy because they trigger emotions which produce your solar plexus, which produces the negative energy, which then, thus, this entity feeds off of. It all comes from here. But this won't activate unless your thoughts are activating it. Right? So do the inner work. Get rid of that negativity. Get rid of that fear that you have. Okay? The other way to do it is you then need to increase your power. You need to increase your personal energy, your personal power supply that you have within you. If you are low on energy, which normally means that you are full to the brim of negativity, right? You're full to the brim of negativity. You know, you're lethargic, you're tired, you're so forth. That means you're low on energy. So to get rid of this entity, you need to increase that energy. Okay? So, how do you increase the energy? You grounding, put your feet in some stand, you do some yoga, clean your body, eat right. Put the right foods in your body that will increase your energy and get you going. Not meat, no meat, no meat. Again, if you haven't seen my videos on personal energy consumption, please watch those, right? You have to start taking it seriously and start conserving your energy if you want a change to happen. Because there are so many individuals out there like me, like other readers, like other psychics and so forth, who do have the energy to vanquish it all, but we can't vanquish every single one. You have to put some effort into it as well. So, increase your energy, because you are just as powerful as any other psychic that's out there, because you are a psychic yourself. You really, really are. So instead of, because right now, you know, when Jesus was just like, oh, I fed 2,000 people with one fish and a loaf of bread. Well, I'm not trying to give you bread here. I'm not trying to give you a piece of fish. I'm trying to teach you how to bake, and I'm trying to teach you how to fish for yourself. Right? But if you're going to do those things, you got to put one foot in front of the other. You got to put some effort in, right? Because once you increase your energy, you will find that you will be this unstoppable force, that none of these things will ever be able to touch you. You can walk through life without fear, without insecurity, and full trust in yourself, and knowing your abilities, and knowing what you can do, and knowing how to manipulate your energies at the same time. Right? So really, really important stuff. So increase your energy. But that's all you do. Literally. Get rid of entities. That's all you do. Identify it. Don't be scared of it. Realize that you are more powerful than it. Then tell it what is going to happen to it. Speak it. Say it out loud as well. Literally tell it with your mouth, with your frequency, because your thoughts, when they are staying in your head, they are powerful. They generate energy. But when you speak it, you bring that energy into this physical world. Your words are very important. And when you use them, when you are marrying your words and your heart, your energy is then projected into this material world, and it causes real difference and real change. All right, so tell that bastard what's going to happen to it. Be creative. Of course. So I'm telling you, how are you going to get rid of this in some very creative, horrible ways? But then again, troubleshooting. If you're having trouble, stop feeding it with the fear. Stop feeding it with the negativity. Right? Sorry. My own hairs in my mouth. Stop feeding it. And if you can't seem to get the negativity out, do the inner work. Okay? Do the inner work to clear that negativity out and starve it to death. Okay? If you can't physically banish it. And increase your power. If you can't be bothered to do the inner work, which you should, really, if you can't be bothered to do that, then at least take care of your physical body so that you can increase your power and just get rid of it that way. Okay? Personally, I find that stopping feeding it is a lot easier because I ain't gonna lie to you, like, increasing your physical energy takes a lot more effort than just doing the inner work and clearing out. While inner work is very, very hard and very painful, a lot of truths or a lot of realizations, but you don't got to do 30 minutes of yoga and bending yourself into a pretzel. Which yoga's great though. You feel good afterwards every time. Anyway, I'm rambling. I hope you found this video helpful. I cannot wait to see how you incite your own power, how you get rid of all of this rubbish, all this negative rubbish around you. And again, if you are finding that you need a place to share your experiences and get new ideas and get new inspiration, please join my group, Frequency 51. Again, the link is in the description. Great group of people. Great support and great community and a lot of progression that goes on. So anyway, hope to see you there.